The world today, as we see it, is very different from the last 40 to 50 years ago when I was growing up. Without doubt, science, technology, and medicine have made a lot of advancements for betterment of life in general. But there are issues concerning the society in general and the family values and the all-pervasive economic hardship for the communities at large, which create a lot of stress in everyday life. Bringing up children in this environment is not easy because of their exposure to the technology and social media, resulting in distraction, going out of focus, and also getting so many different kinds of addictions. The social system has broken down, the nuclear families, and with both the parents who are working, the children get neglected and they find their outlets in various nefarious activities. In this environment, raising stable and loving, compassionate children is a challenge. And this is what I want to address today. The moot question is how to keep families together in this environment, in this social system wherein we can have a real family. So I want to talk today about 3 rustic rules which have been with me and with my family for such a long time, which can create well-knit families, develop successful professionals, and make your children responsible citizens. When I talk about these rules, you will realize that the first 2 can be applied even today as it is, but the third one will have to be applied with little bit of modifications, and those you'll have to think about yourself in relation to your family and your social milieu. The 3 rustic rules simply are: number 1, always tell the truth. Number 2, respect your elders. And number 3, come back home in the evening before it gets dark. My endeavor here is to explain to you how these rules work and how they cast a long spell in your life and bring magic to you. Listen carefully. Rule 1, as I said, always tell the truth. Now this rule focuses on honesty and integrity. This is the simplest of the 3 rules, but the hardest to follow. It is a tough road, but the beauty is that once you start walking on this road, things become easy and they start falling in place. Now, I will try and explain what following of this rule will have effects in your life. First of all, you will be in sync in your thoughts, your speech, and your action. As simple as that. You will never be caught on wrong foot, and there will be no embarrassment of double speak, because you will never double speak. The second thing is, because of this, your word will be respected and trusted. And you will get more responsibilities and recognition, and wherever you are, in whichever sphere of life, you will move up the ladder slowly and surely. In your place of work or business, you will not require any additional boost or any artificial boost to your career, because every boss will like you for what you are, and your spoken reputation travels ahead of you. This also is something which will benefit you very greatly as a fruit of the hard road that you are walking. Another beautiful thing of this rule is that because you are always telling the truth, you got nothing to hide. If you got nothing to hide, obviously you will become lawful, you will be loyal, you will be honest, and you will be sincere. Wherever you are, as a family member, as a factory worker, as a business leader, or even as a government servant. When you are truthful, honest, all the nefarious activities people will avoid you. So you will be saved from their bad influence. And similarly, on the other side, the similarly oriented friends and co-workers will help you with their positive feeling and with their support. Your own children will observe you and they will follow you automatically. Because I very firmly believe that no amount of lecture can influence your children better than your own example. I was just reading somewhere that when the child is in the womb, in the 23rd week onwards, they can start listening to you and understanding. But when they grow up at the age of 3, they stop listening. So therefore, if you are setting an example, that is the best thing that you can teach. And because of this habit, your family environment remains healthy and your relationship with your spouse and partner are transparent and strong. Coming on to rule 2. Rule 2 is, as I said earlier, respect your elders. Now this rule teaches you humility and obedience. It's a very important social tool which yields great results if used correctly. The effects of this rule are that your elders, they love you, they like you. Because of that, many of your mistakes get overlooked. And if they need to be corrected, those mistakes will be corrected gently. And whenever you are in need, you need not worry. There will be plenty of help coming your ways because there will be people eager to help you because they like you. From your seniors, you will be able to imbibe very good things. Some, they will take pains to actively teach you, and some of those things you will automatically observe and absorb just by association. If you respect your teachers, your professors, your coaches genuinely, you will be able to learn from them very, very easily, effortless. If you don't respect your teachers, whatever best theories they may teach you, you will not absorb. You will gain trust of your superiors. And that will help you advance in your career. Because you are respectful to your elders and your elders love you, like you, so when the time comes, you will not be denied of the due share of inheritance. If you are older in the family, your younger siblings will by default respect you. And if you are younger or the youngest like me, your older brothers and sisters will help you, guide you, support you while you are growing up and even thereafter. Lifelong guaranteed. Because of this interactive habits, you will invariably be able to bring about a calming experience or calming atmosphere in your workplace. This will make you a very favorable and well-adjusted worker in your workplace. And these same characteristics will make you a very effective leader in the long run. Coming on to rule 3, come back home before dark in the evening. Now this may seem to be very outdated and ominous concept. Come on, who comes back before 6:37 in home? And who doesn't go out after dark? But the point is, this rule is, as I said earlier, to be used with a little bit of modifications. But this rule teaches you to be disciplined. Overall, I feel, for younger children, they have to be back. If they can't be back, they have to be with the family or trusted friends. And for older children, also it applies depending on the requirement and the connectivity and the work schedules and other like responsibilities. But the point is, I feel if you are transparent about your company, transparent about where you are, transparent as to what you are doing, even if you come back by midnight, I feel you will be obeying this rule. And the second part is, you should obey the law even if when no one is watching. If you are doing that, you take it that you are obeying this rule, and it will help you to save you from bad company. And you will be able to avoid any and all kinds of addictions. If you are home early, you will be able to have your meals early, and then you will have enough time for your work or study. You will be able to rest properly, wake up in the morning after adequate rest and refreshed. Your life gets set in a predictable routine, and obviously you get shielded from mischief or wrongdoing. And you will have enough time in the evening, morning for your personal development, be it physical, mental, psychological, emotional, spiritual, for creating for yourself a better future. Overall, cumulatively, you will be able to lead a sober, stable, and emotionally well-supported life, which will open a vast vista of opportunities, with sky being the limit for your success, growth, and achievement. Your relationships will be balanced, your finances will be regulated, and you will have an assured peace of mind. What more can you ask for? I feel that these three rules are well established, and I will request the parents and the leaders to try and implement them in their families and in their workplaces. Obviously, they will have to be adjusted for the technological advances, the communication networking, and the work schedules and the study schedules of the children, as well as the responsibilities of the adults. With all the confidence and conviction at my command, I can say and vouch for that these three rules are still very relevant. And lastly, I want to talk about one more aspect. I very strongly feel that your old age is the result sheet of how you have lived your life and conducted your affairs. If in your old age you are healthy, financially sound, have loving children, and are respected in the society, take it from me that you have lived your life well. And to do that, it takes discipline, respect for law, and a healthy routine. So these three rules, combined with a healthy diet, adequate exercise, and financial prudence, can help you live a successful, satisfying, and exemplary life. These three rustic rules, in fact, they make it easy to maintain a healthy lifestyle and observe financial prudence, ensuring a glorious and legendary life for yourself and for your children, worthy of emulating. And I will like to pop this question again to you: what more you can ask for? Thank you.